Hello again, my friends. Today I'd like to speak directly to every senior who's noticed something subtle but troubling, that your vision isn't quite what it used to be. Maybe you found yourself squinting more while reading. Maybe the words on your phone or your favorite book are just a bit blurrier. Or perhaps you're finding it harder to see clearly in dim light, like when you're in a restaurant or trying to drive at night. Now, let me be clear. Some changes in vision are a natural part of aging. But what most seniors don't realize is that what you eat, yes, even a simple home-cooked meal, can either speed up the decline or help protect your eyes for years to come. You see, our eyes are among the most metabolically active parts of the body. They require a constant supply of antioxidants, healthy fats, and vision-specific nutrients to stay strong and sharp. But here's the problem. Many seniors fall into two traps. First, they rely on eye supplements without ever changing their diet. And two, they skip meals that nourish the entire system supporting their vision, the retina, the optic nerve, and the tiny blood vessels feeding the eye. That's why today's video is so important. I'm going to introduce you to a powerful eye-supporting meal that you can make at home with just a few common ingredients. And if you eat it twice a week, you may be giving your eyes exactly what they need to resist age-related vision loss. This isn't about expensive superfoods or hard-to-find herbs. It's about the right combination of nutrients carefully chosen and time-tested that can help preserve your vision, reduce oxidative stress in the eyes, and support the delicate tissues that keep your world in focus. And trust me, it's easier and more delicious than you might think. So whether you're already struggling with mild vision changes or you simply want to protect what you still have, stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat and why it matters. Let's begin. Why seniors must rethink nutrition when it comes to vision health. Now let's get something straight. Vision loss is not simply about getting older. Yes, the aging process naturally changes how our eyes work. The lenses inside our eyes become less flexible. The muscles responsible for focusing slow down, and the protective layers like the macula and retina become more vulnerable to damage. But here's what's often missed. These changes don't happen in isolation. They are deeply influenced by what's going on in the rest of your body, and more specifically by what's on your plate. Let me explain. Inside your eyes are delicate structures that require constant nourishment. The retina, for example, is a thin layer of tissue that captures light and sends signals to your brain, like a camera sensor, but this tissue is incredibly sensitive to oxidation, the same type of stress that causes rust in metal or browning in an apple. And that's where nutrition comes in. Your body uses specific nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin A, and zinc to protect your eyes from this kind of damage. These compounds act like shields, filtering harmful blue light, strengthening the macula, and preserving blood flow to your optic nerve. Unfortunately, as we age, our ability to absorb and store these nutrients declines. And unless we're replenishing them regularly through the right foods, our eyes begin to struggle in silence. Now, here's something I've seen over and over again in my clinic. Many seniors think they're eating healthy, but they're missing key eye-supporting nutrients. Let me give you an example. A breakfast of toast, eggs, and coffee might be filling, but it doesn't give you much in terms of antioxidants. A bowl of plain oatmeal is great for your heart, but it lacks the fat-soluble compounds your retina needs. Even common multivitamins don't offer the right forms or doses of lutein or zeaxanthin. And the result, over time, seniors start experiencing subtle declines in vision that they chalk up to normal aging. But these issues, dry eyes, blurry vision at dusk, slower visual recovery after bright lights, can often be traced back to long-term nutritional gaps. Here's another point that often gets overlooked. The blood vessels in your eyes are incredibly small, and they're easily affected by poor circulation and inflammation. If your meals are heavy in refined carbs, processed oils, and sugar, these tiny vessels can become inflamed or clogged. That limits oxygen delivery to the retina, reduces repair mechanisms, and accelerates visual decline. So if we want to protect our eyes, truly protect them, we can't just rely on glasses, eye drops, or the occasional supplement. We need to start from the inside out. And that means prioritizing meals that do three things: deliver antioxidant compounds like lutein and zeaxanthin, provide healthy fats that enhance absorption, support blood flow, and reduce inflammation system-wide. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds complicated. But here's the good news. It's not. There's a simple meal, yes, just one, that checks all those boxes. It's made with affordable, familiar ingredients you can find in any grocery store. It can be eaten hot or cold. And if you enjoy it just twice a week, you could be giving your eyes a consistent source of protection that many seniors are missing. In the next section, I'll break down exactly what this meal includes, why it works, and how it compares to popular eye health supplements. You might be surprised by how powerful simple food can be when it's thoughtfully combined. So don't go anywhere, because what you learn next could make all the difference in how clearly you see the world, not just today, but for years to come. The eye-protecting power of this simple meal and why it works so well. All right, let's talk about the meal. I call it the Vision Bowl, a simple, delicious, nutrient-packed dish that's easy to prepare, easy to digest, and designed specifically to nourish your aging eyes. Now, what's in the Vision Bowl? It's built around 5 powerful ingredients: steamed spinach, boiled or poached eggs, cooked sweet potatoes, a small portion of wild-caught salmon or sardines, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Let's break it down and understand why this combination is so effective. First, steamed spinach. Spinach is one of the richest sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, the 2 carotenoids that are absolutely essential for eye health. These compounds are stored in the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, focused vision. They act like internal sunglasses, filtering harmful blue light and neutralizing oxidative damage. Here's something most people don't know. Your body doesn't make lutein or zeaxanthin on its own. You can only get them through your diet. And as you age, the demand goes up, but intake often goes down. That's why steamed spinach is the foundation of this meal. And steaming is key. It softens the leaves and makes the nutrients more bioavailable, especially for older digestive systems. Second, boiled or poached eggs. Eggs aren't just a source of protein. The yolks contain smaller but highly absorbable amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin, especially when paired with fat. They also deliver vitamin A, which is crucial for preventing night blindness and keeping the cornea, the outer surface of your eye, clear and healthy. Poaching or boiling eggs avoids adding oxidized fats from frying while keeping all the nourishing compounds intact. Third, sweet potatoes. These orange beauties are packed with beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A. Vitamin A plays a vital role in the production of rhodopsin, a pigment your eyes need to see in low-light conditions. A deficiency in this vitamin can lead to dry eyes, difficulty seeing at dusk, and even permanent damage if left unchecked. Just a half cup of cooked sweet potato can meet your daily requirement. And let's not forget, sweet potatoes also offer fiber and slow-digesting carbohydrates, which help regulate blood sugar, reducing damage to the tiny blood vessels in the retina. Fourth, wild-caught salmon or sardines. This is where the omega-3s come in. Specifically, DHA docosahexaenoic acid, a fatty acid that makes up a large portion of the retina structure. DHA supports visual development, reduces inflammation, and improves tear production, helping with dry eyes, which are extremely common in seniors. Fatty fish also offer a dose of vitamin D, which is associated with reduced risk of macular degeneration. Sardines are an excellent budget-friendly alternative to salmon, and they're lower in mercury, another plus for older adults. Fifth, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Healthy fat isn't just a bonus, it's a delivery system. Lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin A are all fat-soluble, which means they need dietary fat to be absorbed properly. Without it, you could be eating the right foods, but missing the benefits. Olive oil not only improves nutrient absorption, but it also has anti-inflammatory polyphenol that benefit the eyes and blood vessels. Just 1 tablespoon is enough. Use it as a finishing touch right before serving. When combined, these 5 ingredients form a complete ice-supporting meal that checks all the boxes. Antioxidants for retinal protection, fat-soluble vitamins for macular strength, omega-3s for tear production and anti-inflammatory support, fiber and complex carbs for blood sugar balance, and healthy fat for optimal absorption. But just as important, this meal is easy to chew, gentle on digestion, and takes less than 30 minutes to prepare. Many of my older patients report that after adding this meal to their routine just twice a week, They notice clearer vision at night, less eye fatigue, and improved comfort with reading or watching screens. Now, in the next section, I'll walk you through how to prepare the vision bowl, when to eat it for maximum benefit, and a few smart substitutions if you're avoiding fish or eggs. Trust me, small shifts like this can create lasting changes, not only in how well you see, but in how confidently you face the world each day. How to prepare and enjoy this eyeing meal with smart tips for maximum benefit. Now that you know what's in the vision bowl and why each ingredient supports your eyes, let's talk about how to prepare it properly, how often to eat it, and what to do if you need substitutions. The beauty of this dish is that it's simple, flexible, and doesn't require any fancy cooking techniques. In fact, many of my patients over 70 tell me it's become one of the easiest and most enjoyable meals in their weekly routine. Here's the step-by-step guide. Step 1. Steam 1 to 1.5 cups of fresh spinach. Use a steamer basket or just a small pot with a bit of water. Steam for 2 to 3 minutes, just until the leaves wilt. Why steam instead of boil? Because boiling can leach out water-soluble nutrients, while steaming keeps most of the lutein and folate intact. Once cooked, place it at the bottom of your bowl as the base. Optional, add a pinch of salt or a light squeeze of lemon for flavor. Both also support mineral absorption. Step 2. Boil or poach 1 to 2 eggs. Bring water to a gentle boil. 4 soft-boiled eggs. Cook for 6 to 7 minutes. For hard-boiled, go for 9 to 10. Poached eggs are excellent too. Just crack them into simmering water with a little vinegar and cook for 3 to 4 minutes. Once ready, slice or place whole on top of the spinach. Tip: use pasture-raised eggs if possible. They tend to have higher amounts of omega-3 and carotenoids. Step 3. Cook half a cup of sweet potatoes diced or mashed. You can steam, boil, or even bake sweet potatoes. If baking, go for 30 to 40 minutes at 375 degrees F, 190 degrees C. For quicker prep, dice and steam for 8 to 10 minutes until tender. Arrange them beside the spinach and eggs. Their vibrant orange color isn't just beautiful, it's a sign of their beta-carotene power. Step 4. Add 1 serving, 2 to 3 oz, of cooked salmon or canned sardines. You can gently bake salmon with a little lemon and herbs, or use high-quality canned sardines in olive oil. If using sardines, drain lightly and place them in the bowl with the rest of your ingredients. Can't eat fish? I'll give you alternatives in just a moment. Step 5. Drizzle 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. This final touch boosts the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins and adds heart-healthy polyphenol. Use cold-pressed, high-quality olive oil, ideally stored in a dark glass bottle to preserve its antioxidant value. That's it. Your vision bowl is ready, warm, nourishing, and packed with ice-supporting nutrients. You can enjoy it as a light lunch, a dinner on a no-meat day, or even a hearty brunch option with a cup of herbal tea. How often should you eat it? I recommend twice a week consistently. That's enough to maintain circulating levels of lutein, zeaxanthin, DHA, and vitamin A. Especially if your overall diet is balanced, try spreading the servings out, maybe 1 on Monday and 1 on Thursday or Saturday. Eating it during the day instead of late at night also improves absorption, especially for fat-soluble nutrients that work better when digestion is active. Smart substitutions. If you don't eat fish or eggs, instead of salmon or sardines, use chia seeds or ground flax seeds, 1 tablespoon for plant-based omega-3s, though they won't provide DHA directly. You can also take a small algae-based DHA supplement with your meal if your doctor approves. Instead of eggs, use avocados, rich in healthy fats and carotenoids. Half an avocado sliced into your bowl is a great substitute. You can also add pumpkin seeds for extra zinc, another key mineral for eye health. For extra flavor, add turmeric and a sprinkle of black pepper for anti-inflammatory support. Or top with sunflower seeds for a satisfying crunch and added vitamin E. Tips for better results is stay hydrated throughout the day. Your eyes need water to stay lubricated and function properly. Combine the vision bowl with outdoor light exposure at least 15 to 20 minutes per day to support natural circadian rhythm and eye health. If you have diabetes or blood sugar issues, pair the meal with apple cider vinegar diluted in water before eating. It helps moderate glucose response. And remember, the goal is not perfection. It's consistency. A meal like this, eaten regularly, becomes a foundation. It's a quiet kind of support, one that strengthens your eyes from the inside out. In the final part of this video, I'll share a few words of encouragement and what I've seen happen when seniors commit to caring for their eyes, not just with medication or glasses, but with real healing food. Let's wrap up together. If you've made it this far, I want to thank you because taking time to understand your health, especially something as precious as your eyesight, is a sign of real wisdom. Too often, we wait until our vision declines, until the words on the page blur, until the faces of loved ones lose their sharpness, or until nighttime driving becomes frightening. But what I've tried to show you today is this: you have more power than you think. And it doesn't come from expensive pills or complicated treatments. It starts with your plate. A simple meal made of spinach, eggs, sweet potatoes, a little fish, and olive oil can send a powerful message to your eyes. You're supported, you're protected, you're worth taking care of. And when you make that choice, not once but regularly, your body responds. You may notice less dryness, clearer focus, more comfort when reading or using screens. And more importantly, you build a foundation for long-term eye health that no pair of glasses can ever replace. So here's my gentle challenge to you. Try the Vision Bowl just twice a week for the next 30 days. See how you feel. Watch what changes not just in your eyes, but in your energy, your confidence, and your sense of control over your aging process. And if this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about because good vision should be part of growing older, not a casualty of it. I'm honored to walk this journey with you. Take care of your eyes. They've taken care of you for decades.